Let's prepare on the TNPSC AE 2019 question paper. Question 61. Stiffeners are used in plate girder for what? So it is to avoid the buckling in the web plate. 62. In case of a heavily loaded girders where large curved cables have to pass through the webs, a minimum thickness of dash is mandatory to accommodate the cables with adequate cover. Okay, so the minimum thickness should be 120 mm to maximum of 150 mm. 63. The function of reinforcements in pre-stressed concrete is to what? So reinforcement mean itself, it is for providing the compressive stress only. So only one option is there. So in detail it is given as initial compressive stress in concrete in the tension zone. Question 64. The locus of the point of application of the resultant force at any given section in a pre-stressed concrete beam is what? So we'll be drawing a pressure line, no? So that is only they are mentioning here as point of application of resultant force. The answer is pressure line or thrust line. 65. A steady non-uniform flow is through which? Okay, so here they have given a set of four options. So here steady and non-uniform, these are two conditions we have. Okay, so steady means itself it will be in a constant rate only. So when you see that itself, only one option is correct, so you can directly go for that. If you see the non-uniform means, here there are two pipes. One is long pipe, that is they didn't mention anything about the change in the shape, and the another one is the tapering pipe. Tapering pipe means the dimension will be either increasing or decreasing. So when this happens, this uniform flow cannot be maintained there. Okay, so here as it is a non-uniform and steady, option A only is the right answer. 66. Velocity of flow at a particular point is reduced to 0, which is known as what? So here the answer is actually stagnation point, where the water stagnates, so the velocity will be 0. So it's not an end point. And then 67. The change in the piezometric head per unit length of the pipe is known as what? So it is hydraulic gradient. It is I is equal to H by L. No, so that is only they have given in the sentence. 68. The core depth for rise is 190 mm and core period is 14 days. The outlet factor for this would be what? Okay, so when you read the question, you cannot relate it to the formula because it's given in different terms: core depth, core period, and also outlet factor. Okay, but it's actually the formula which we use for finding the delta and base period. No? So that formula is only given here. That is duty formula is only given like this, and the outlet factor is nothing but they are mentioning duty only here. Okay, so we know that duty is equal to 8.64 into B by del. Okay, so the B is the base period and del is your delta, so delta value. So here the base period is nothing but the core period, and the delta value we have to take the core depth as the delta values. Okay, so the answer will be 8.64 into this 14 days. So this core period should be always in days only, whereas the depth, that is del, no, del should be in meter only. Okay, so it is 0.19 meter. So when you multiply this, you will get the answer as 637 hectares per cumex. So when you substitute the B in days and the del in meter means only, you will be getting the answer in hectare per cumex. So this is a constant thing. Whatever values you want, you should substitute the values like this unit only. And then 69, the command area which includes both cultivable and uncultivable area is known as, we know it's obviously gross command area. Gross means itself it's the sum of everything, no? So it is cultivable plus uncultivable will give you the gross command area. When you see this cultivable command area means it is the area out of which the total area which can be cultivable. So that only we call it as cultivable command area. Okay, but if they gave it as cultivated area means the answer should be the area which is actually cultivated in a crop season, because the cultivable command area is nothing but total area which can be cultivable, but in a period of season we will be cultivating only some portion of area. So that we specifically mention it as cultivated area. 70, the flood discharge passing through a river at a weir site is usually estimated by what? Okay, so here flood discharge means it's by gauge discharge curve only, by taking the gauge values, and in each gauge what is the discharge we are getting. So that with respect to that value, we'll be drawing a graph and we'll be calculating the flood discharge. Whereas the current meter, no, current meter is used to find the flow of the water. Thank you and keep watching.